Hey everyone, and welcome. Oh my gosh, get ready because today's explainer is literally going to make your mouth water. We are looking at a truly unbelievable culinary experience happening right in Nagasaki, Japan. We're talking about an all-you-can-eat feast featuring premium Japanese Wagyu, specifically the absolutely incredible Imari brand beef. If you've ever dreamt of unlimited top-tier barbecue, you are in the exact right place. So let's just dive right into this. Close your eyes and imagine it for a second. What if premium Japanese Wagyu beef, the kind of beautifully marbled, melt-in-your-mouth meat that usually costs a small fortune for just a few slices, was completely 100% all-you-can-eat? It sounds like a culinary fantasy, right? Well, at a spot called Yakiniku Club in Nagasaki, this dream is an actual sizzling reality. To help guide us through this mouth-watering journey, we're relying on a trusted local expert, Nagasaki YouTuber and Google Local Guide Level 10, Noguchi Takeshi. Takeshi has this absolutely hilarious dining philosophy. He joyfully declares, meat is 0 calories. And honestly, when you're staring down an unlimited Wagyu menu, adopting that exact mindset is probably the very best way to fully enjoy the experience. Okay, moving on to how the feast works, the set first, unlimited later system. Because, you can't just walk in and demand 50 plates of Wagyu right off the bat. Yakiniku Club employs a very specific system to ensure you experience the full breadth of their menu before you start going totally wild with your absolute favorites. But wait, before we even look at the menu, we absolutely have to talk about the price. 5,500 yen. That is insanely affordable. To put that into perspective, that translates to roughly $35 to $40 for an adult. And for elementary school kids, it's an even more astonishing 1,980 yen. To get unlimited premium Imari brand beef for the price of a standard everyday dinner out is simply mind-blowing. So, this is an epic 3-step journey. Step 1, the initial premium course. Step 2, the unlimited feast. And finally, Step 3, sweet desserts. Let's break down exactly what each of these phases entails, shall we? All right, phase 1, the epic set course, or as it's been called, a mandatory waterfall of umami. Now, you might be thinking a mandatory first course at a buffet is just a sneaky way to fill you up with cheap food, but not here. No way. This course is an absolute luxury. Takeshi actually describes the meat in this opening phase as a literal waterfall of umami. I mean, just look at this incredible lineup. You start off with a refreshing yakiniku salad featuring a special hot spring egg dressing and a piping hot, melt-in-your-mouth beef tendon stew. Then comes the Imari beef yaki shabu, served in a chilled bowl with grated radish and ponzu. Next up, Imari roast beef sushi, followed by 3 premium cuts of Imari beef, including short rib, and rounding it out, a low-temperature cooked hamburger steak. And get this, according to Takeshi's review, that low-temperature cooked hamburger steak in the initial set course is so incredibly tender, it practically falls apart if you try to use chopsticks. You literally have to eat it with a spoon. When your mandatory starter course includes spoon-tender gourmet hamburger steak, you know for sure you are in for a phenomenal evening. Then we hit phase 2, the unlimited menu. Basically, a carnivore's free-for-all. Once you've conquered that umami waterfall, the real games begin. The energy shifts, the grills roar, and it becomes a complete free-for-all. This is where you can start ordering plate after plate of exactly what you want, all for 0 extra yen. The sheer, unbelievable variety on this unlimited menu is absolutely staggering. You get endless refills on Imari beef cuts like ribs and roasts, but it doesn't even stop at beef. You can order local Nagasaki jjigae pork, chicken thighs, various offal, and thick-cut bacon. Plus, you get all the sides you could possibly need. Kimchi, garlic cooked in foil, edamame, and unlimited rice, soup, and their famous classic Yakiniku Club curry packed with meat. But amidst all that crazy variety, there was one item that truly shocked our guy Takeshi. The surprise star of the unlimited menu was the beef tail ponzu. Takeshi noted his absolute delight that a dish this refined, featuring fall-off-the-bone tender beef tail, is just casually included on the free unlimited menu. He actually ended up ordering it multiple times because it was just that good. Okay, next up is the ultimate upgrade, leveling up with higher. Now, even though the unlimited menu has more than enough to keep you perfectly happy, there is one specific paid upgrade that Takeshi insists you absolutely cannot skip. So, higher is the Japanese term for tenderloin or fillet. Takeshi points out that while he usually loves ribs and tongue, the exact moment he tasted the hire, it completely won him over. He beautifully describes it as offering otherworldly softness and umami. It's an entirely different dimension of flavor and texture that takes the whole meal to the next level. And honestly, the best part? Adding this mind-blowing tenderloin upgrade to your feast is just 1,078 yen. That's literally only about $7 US. While it is an extra charge on top of the all-you-can-eat price, for a premium Wagyu filet of this caliber, it is an absolute steal and heavily recommended to share at the table. And finally, Phase 3, the sweet finish. Pudding and ice cream. After mountains of otherworldly Wagyu, savory curry, and sizzling garlic, you definitely need a way to cool down. Diners are treated to complimentary pudding and ice cream to properly settle the stomach. It's just a sweet, delightful finish to a very heavy, savory feast. So let's take a step back and look at why this really matters. Think about it. If you go to a standard, run-of-the-mill chain restaurant for an all-you-can-eat barbecue dinner, you're going to pay around 5,000 to 6,000 yen anyway. But here, at Yakiniku Club, for that exact same price point, you are being served a luxury, named brand Wagyu experience. It completely redefines the concept of value for money when dining out. Which leaves us with just one final question. Are you ready to add this epic Wagyu feast to your Nagasaki itinerary? Finding incredible local events like the Imari Beef Festival completely transforms a trip. It really just goes to show that with a little local knowledge, a world-class culinary experience doesn't have to break the bank. Thank you so much for joining me on this delicious explainer. Now go out there and find your own zero-calorie Wagyu adventure.